Tony, over there you got that the Flagstaff Live. It looks like Ani DeFranco's on the cover.
Ani DeFranco. It looks like she bleached her hair blonde. She used to be a little brunette.
Really?
Yep.
Have you ever heard her before?
I've heard her recordings. I've not heard her live, but she's a very talented young lady, and she sort of introduced Utah Phillips to a whole new generation of young people. Yeah, she did a couple of recordings with him, and he toured with her for a while.
Well, she's going to be out there at the Pine Mountain Amphitheater on, what, the 22nd? I think it's a Sunday. It's a Sunday concert out at the Pine Mountain Amphitheater. That should be a lot of fun.
You know, there'll be lots of folks out there listening to her. There'll be a handful of folks here in town listening.
Tony, you're opening the show?
Opening for Adrian Young and Little Sadie over at the Orpheum. Same time.
Ah, right, gotcha, okay.
Adrian Young's one of those generations that was skipped. You know, her ancestors farmed, raised crops on the land, and then her parents went to the city, and she wants to return to the farms. She plays old-time music, sort of bluegrassy, new agey stuff. Very talented young lady. Has a group of big husky guys that she calls Little Sadie. But it should be a good show.
We got a great show for you today, of course. Flag News. Welcome to Flag News up here on the third floor, is it, or second floor?
It's got to be the third floor. We're pretty high up here.
I can see the Everett Forever over here. That's
Motel
Mormon Mountain over there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Flag News. I'm Tony, and I'm Tyrus, right? You can be Tony, and I'll be Tyrus.
One of us is Tony, and one of us is Tyrus, and never the twain shall meet here,
except for on the
at
show.
the Weatherford Hotel.
Okay. We're going to go see what happened at the Eagle this morning. We'll be right back. Stay right where you are. Isn't that funny? You know, Tony, the Theatricals Play It Again, Sam, is getting quite some good press around here.
I've heard good news about it.
Have you really, yeah? Have you been to see it yet?
I haven't. I'm waiting for my wife to be free from her duties, laboring in the fields of the Lord over at the Episcopal Church where she works, and we're going to go see it.
Well, we all have a row to hoe, as they say.
We do.
You know what I'm saying?
Beware the short rows is what my daddy used to say.
Well, you just never know where they're going to end up, do you? The Theatricals on West Cherry Avenue, 928-774-1662. $17 for tickets generally, or $15 for matinees. That sounds like fun. This Arizona Snow Bowl at the Agassiz Lift, they're having geology lectures up at the San Francisco Peaks. That sounds like fun. And that's going to be going on Sunday, Friday, and Saturday.
In that order, Tyrus. Sunday, Friday, Saturday.
No, well, it's a general. You know, during the course of the week, those 3 days you catch it. There's a couple shows a day, and that's kind of fun. What
Flagstaff Music Festival?
That's
right
what I was going to say
on Heritage Square. All Saturday starting at noon, going till I believe 8 o'clock.
And what do we have to bring?
Sunday 1 to 6:30. I would bring an umbrella and a lot of water to drink. It's going to be hot. They're going to be serving beer, I think, for the first time.
What?
Beer and wine on the square.
We'll see how that works.
Music all day long. Some of the bands: Cadillac Angels, The Spokes, Backroads. My memory fails me. The Spring-Fed Band, of course, my band, will be playing on Sunday at 1:30. Allie J will be playing just before we play. A bunch of single solos playing between the bands, and it should be great.
Well, right now we've got Phyllis Hogan from Winter Sun talking about another fine plant from the Coconino Forest. Let's go see what she has this week.
Okay.
Boy, if there's something that Phyllis doesn't know about plants, I don't know what it would be. She's been at it for so long. I know whenever I get a cold or some weird grip hanging on to me, I go down there and she fixes me up with something. Not officially, of course, because we know that in this country of ours, we never use herbs for healing ourselves in any way. We always go to the doctor and get prescripted.
All I can say is that Phyllis Hogan has the most beautiful face. And when she's out there in the forest and explaining how that these plants have been used for eons, it's a great meeting between woman and plant. It's just a great thing to see. She has this wonderful traditional lore that's been passed down from person to person to person, and it's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Thank you, Phyllis. Thank you very much. Coming up next, we've got Heather Anardi and Kimberly Ott. Heather, of course, is with the Flagstaff Convention and Visitors Bureau, and she's going to be talking about the things that are happening, going on around town this summer. And
heads up.
Go ahead.
Next weekend,
Watch
the 28th and 29th, at the Coconino Center for the Arts, the 7th annual Flagstaff Friends of Traditional Music
Folk that should be
Festival.
a big event, yeah.
2 days of music, and I think they go from 8 to 5, something like that. Over 100 musicians from all around the area. Acoustic music, about 4 stages going on continuously. It is going to be something really wonderful. I think it's a $5 donation.
That's pretty affordable, isn't it?
More music than you can imagine. Stop by and check that out.
So let's go see what Heather and Kimberly have to say.
Okay, Heather, Kimberly.
We'll be right back.